Who's the best watch reviewer on the net? Or is there a league at all? Does it matter? Is it what you want? Come on, let's find out. Hey, welcome back. My name's Gideon, and thanks for finding me on the on YouTube again. I just wanted to do something slightly different in this video, which is to talk about some of the reviewers I look at and enjoy. There's some great people out there. There's some okay people out there, but it's been really interesting when I started doing this channel to kind of figure out, is there any statistical stuff that I can learn from it, and what do some of the stats mean? Do subscribers really matter? Does watch time matter more? Etc., etc. So I had to come up with a way of judging, or at least categorizing some of the people. What I've done is I've categorized everybody into 4 blocks. The first one being watch reviewers who have 500,000 to 2 million, which is quite a lot of subscribers. Very few people in that. The next is between 300 and 400,000 subscribers. The next one, round about 200,000. Next one, round about 100,000. There are probably a couple more segments we could go through, but it doesn't matter. You'll find some people that are really interesting. And what I'll do is I'll leave a list of people that I enjoy in the comments or in the description below as well, just to give you a guide if you're looking for somebody to watch. So let's get on with it and talk about who is top of the league in each of those areas, shall we? Where do we start? We start at 500,000 to 2 million. Wow, big difference there. But actually, surprisingly, it's only 3 people. Interesting. So, who are they, and what are we going to talk about? Let's move to that one. Okay. So first, top of the heap is Nico Leonard. So Nico's quite an interesting guy. I found him a few years ago during COVID. We have Teddy Baldassare, lovely bloke, and the Urban Gentry, which I've kind of more recently discovered in the last 6 or 7 months. So those are top of the heap. So let's talk a little bit more in depth about Nico. So Nico's got 1.7 million subscribers. That's heaps. Quite a significant acceleration between when he had 1 million to nearly 2 million. He's done 750 videos, which is pretty good to get that number of subscribers. He's 602 million lifetime views, an interesting stat. Only about 3 years old, is probably his oldest video, and there's quite a lot that goes with that as to how YouTube saves his business. And on that point, he's a watch expert. He sells watches. He has a business called Pride and Pinion that sell luxury watches as well as Casio, which he rates pretty highly. And in fact, he calls them God tier. You've probably come across him. I don't watch him as often as I used to anymore. I think he's gone very money orientated. It's a shame. I don't see many watch videos anymore that I value. So he's gone a little bit off for me. So he's kind of off my list, and I've unsubscribed. But he's pretty cool. He's interesting. He definitely appeals to those who like, expensive toys, especially his Ferrari. Yes, he broke his Ferrari, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Make your own mind up about him. But wow, yeah, huge number of subscribers, a lot of industry expertise, a lot of watch expertise. Very high end, loves Rolex, slags them off a little bit. Doesn't seem to like some of the other big boys, but definitely playing very, very, very high end in the watches where I don't live. So not always relevant to me. He's entertaining, I'll give him that. On to the next one, Teddy Baldassare. He's got 1 million subscribers, 959 videos, 265 million lifetime views, quite a lot. He's been going for about 6 years doing this, and he also sells watches. He has an online store, which is, for the first time, he's opened his bricks and mortar store in Cleveland, Ohio, which is amazing. It's a really beautiful looking store, and he is in cahoots with Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank in the US. I love his reviews. They're beautifully photographed. The videos are fantastic. You can guarantee you get good solid data and real information that's worth knowing about. He's not the most exciting person in the world, but he's lovely, and he does some great stuff, and he gets very involved with what he does and goes and visits the vendors. So definitely worth watching a bit of Teddy to understand what that's all about. Next one is the Urban Gentry. So he's got 574,000 subscribers, I will say, I will caveat all of this. I took these figures at the beginning of June, so they'll have all gone up, and that's cool. So for just over, let's call it nearly 600,000 subscribers, 961 videos, so more than Nico, but less subscribers by 2/3, 150 million lifetime views, and 9 years old. And I'll tell you why I'm hanging on some of these statistics, right? I was quite curious as to what makes it tick, what works. Is it to do with subscribers? Is it to do with the much they watch? What's the correlation between all this data? Because ultimately, I was actually doing a different project for one of my clients. I'm a marketing guy in another life, and we were trying to evaluate, how do you evaluate different influencers on the internet, and what sense would it make? So that's why I'm into these figures. Is it watch time that makes the difference, and subscribers just watch time, etc.? So that's where I'm coming from. So Urban Gentry, really interesting guy. He lives in the States. I believe he's just moved from New York to Philadelphia. He's does a lot of high-end stuff. He does interesting stuff. And I just enjoy his stuff. When he puts a video out, I'll watch it. Not everything's for me, but he's a great watch. On to the next. Right, so here we go. 300 to 400k. What does that look like? Well, slightly different. So this actually surprised me, because I hadn't heard of the top player. So the top player is Jenni Elle. So Jenny's got 1/3 subscribers. She's got 179 videos, and what's amazing about her is that she's got all of the subscribers with a lot less videos than anybody else. So her content is great, and her thumbnails are great. She does a lot of hard work, but she does less and gets more. So that was interesting to me. She's just over 57 million lifetime views, and she's got her channel's 4 years old. I think she might be German or Swiss German. I find her stuff interesting, but I find her audio in her videos difficult. I don't know whether it's her accent or it could be my speakers, but I find it interesting but difficult to listen. So Jenny, very interesting. Next down, we have Adrian Barker. I'm sure a lot of you have come across Adrian. In fact, I came across him in person at the British Watchmakers show, which was really great fun. I met him in person. He's as lovely and normal as he is on his videos. He's got just over 300,000 subscribers. He's done nearly 300 videos, 58.3 million lifetime views. He's been going about 6 years. He tends to be a higher end watches, I would describe it as. It's a very Tudor, he's very into Tudor. He likes his Rolexes, he likes his Omegas. So quality stuff, and sort of sitting in the mid-tier, I would say. And he has a business as well. He sells watch straps, which is, there's some beautiful ones there. Then on to what is possibly actually thought of as the king, which is Jody Musgrove from Just One More Watch. He goes, hello! I can't do it justice. I don't have his accent. He has just over 300,000 subscribers, 1,100 videos, 90.5 million lifetime views. It's been going at least 7 years, and he also has started to become a watch vendor with Erebus Watches, or Erebus.com. Lovely stuff. I just bought one of those. It's arriving in September, but he's got 2 watches and he's got 6 more planned. So what I like about him, just so you know, is that he does great photography. His commentary is really accurate. He tells it the way it is. You know what you're getting when you watch one of his videos. It's very consistent, and his figures are very consistent in terms of the number of videos he puts out, the number of subscribers he has. So pretty honest stuff. He does sponsored stuff as well. He's my go-to, I guess. If I want to find out what's cool about a watch, I'll go to Just One More Watch. If I want to find out what's cool about a watch, I'll go to Just One More Watch, because he'll give me a pretty accurate review. The stats are great, and just the general commentary is pretty accurate too. Okay, moving on. So around about 200,000 subscribers. Gets kind of interesting here. So Andrew Morgan watches. And so Andrew Morgan, very interesting, kind of really definitely at the top of the tree here, because he used to be the voice and the hands in Watchfinder, who also operate in this area. He's very well known in the industry. He's got high levels of credibility and knows what he's talking about for both high-end and kind of medium watches, so that's kind of interesting. He's fun, he's sarcastic, he's pretty human about it, so I enjoy watching him, even if it's about a watch I can't afford. The time teller I've kind of recently discovered. I dip into the time teller and out as it suits, depends on what he's reviewing. And then we have three that also fit into this category. Ben's Watch Club. Watch quite a lot of Ben. Ben's pretty coolly, again, tells it the way it is and doesn't sugarcoat it. We have Britt Pearce, who's very interesting. She's an American. I think she lives in the UK, but she does a mixture of watches from high end to kind of low end. She's pretty honest. She's very natural with it, and I enjoy watching whatever she's going to talk about. And again, in this sector, I have a favourite. Yes, I know, you're not meant to have favourites, but I do. And it's the Mad Watch Collector. It's Russ. He's great. And as you see from the picture on the screen, I have in fact met him also at the British Watch Fair. And he was fantastic. He was just exactly the way he is on screen. He's absolutely genuine, the real deal when you see him in person, as well as on the screen. He's very entertaining, great fun. And he's just a different, fresh angle on the whole thing. And I really enjoy watching his videos. So moving on to the final segment here for the moment, which is the kind of around 100,000 subscribers. With a few, I touch these whenever they're doing a particular product that I'm interested in. WatchGeek is number one. The Swiss Watch Gang, very interesting channel. They get hold of some really cool stuff. But mostly high-end or stuff that I'm not interested in. Bruce Williams, he's done a lot of videos. He hasn't had as much traction as he probably deserves. Dip in and out of him, but good stuff. And I like watches. Again, very interesting, good take. And all of these guys are doing really solid work as to what are you going to learn from them about the watches that you're actually looking at. Out of that, what do we get? We get the winners, and the winners are, ta-da, drum roll. We have Nico Leonard at number one, because he's got more subscribers and he's basically a big celebrity now and very rich. We have Jenni Elle in the next category, Andrew Morgan in the next category, and WatchGeek in the next category. So well done, all of those guys. You're doing tremendously well. I hope at some point I might be able to even orbit one of you guys with whatever I'm trying to do. My personal favourites, as I mentioned, they're my winners. Just One More Watch, the Mad Watch Collector, and Adrian Barker. Fantastic. Really enjoy that stuff. Thank you very much for watching right to the end. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That helps me. And if you think this has been an interesting, useful video, please like the video. Thanks a lot. Until the next time, take care. See you soon.